There comes a moment in life when you realize survival is not enough. You are not here just to get through the day. You are here to live it with purpose, with clarity, and with strength. The truth is, your greatest currency is not your money, your skills, or even your time. It is your energy. Once it is wasted on the wrong people, the wrong battles, and the wrong situations, you lose the very essence of who you are. Imagine what would happen if you treated your energy like a priceless treasure, guarded, valued, and invested only in what makes you grow. Life has a way of distracting us. Every day, demands are pulling at you. People needing your time, problems demanding your attention, and circumstances draining your spirit. Yet the real truth is this: you are not tired because you do too much. You are tired because you spend too much of yourself on things that do not align with your soul. Think about it. How many times have you walked into a room and felt drained without saying a single word? How many hours have you lost replaying someone's careless actions in your head, questioning your worth because of their inability to recognize it? You give away parts of yourself in silence, and that is why you feel heavy. But here's the awakening: your energy is sacred. It was never meant to be wasted on things that shrink you. From this moment, you must begin to see your energy as luxury, rare, precious, and worth protecting above all. The truth is, not everyone deserves access to you. Not every invitation requires a yes. Not every argument deserves your response. And not every person should have a seat at your table. Yet so often, we hand out discounts on access to ourselves, giving unlimited availability to people who drain us, confuse us, or manipulate our peace. Protecting your energy is not selfish, it is self-respect. It is the highest form of honoring yourself, because it says, I value my peace more than I value someone else's chaos. You must remember, peace is not the absence of noise. Peace is the presence of alignment. It is walking in clarity, not confusion. It is living with purpose, not distraction. The moment you stop pouring yourself into empty cups, your life begins to change. That is when you stop chasing approval and start attracting alignment. When you guard your energy, you begin to see who truly belongs in your life. Some people will uplift you, respect your boundaries, and add to your light. Others will only take without giving, leaving you drained and questioning yourself. The difference is clear if you start paying attention. Notice who leaves you inspired after a conversation and who leaves you exhausted. That is your answer. Energy does not lie. If someone constantly diminishes your spirit, it is your responsibility to step back, not in anger, but in love for yourself, because you were not born to be a constant power source for people who refuse to charge themselves. You were not created to keep others comfortable in their chaos. You were born to rise, to shine, and to walk in strength. That requires boundaries, and boundaries require courage. Boundaries are not walls, they are gates. They allow love, peace, and respect to enter, while keeping out toxicity, manipulation, and drama. But many fear boundaries because they believe it will make them appear cold or selfish. Let them think what they want. Their opinions are not your truth. Their labels are not your identity. Protecting your energy will sometimes mean walking away, letting go, or standing firm in silence. It may cost you relationships, invitations, or approval, but what you gain in return is far more valuable: clarity, strength, and peace. When you stop being available to everyone, you finally become available to yourself. And when you are connected to yourself, you start creating a life that feels powerful, intentional, and free. Ask yourself this before every commitment: does this feed me or drain me? Does this bring me closer to who I want to be or pull me further away? When you start measuring your choices through the lens of energy, everything shifts. Friendships that once felt forced naturally fade. Environments that dim your light lose their power over you. Validation from others no longer controls your confidence. You begin to realize that energy is not meant to be spent everywhere. It is meant to be invested wisely. The things that deserve your energy are the ones that grow you, heal you, and honor you. Imagine a life where you no longer feel scattered and depleted, but focused and whole. That life begins when you stop giving away your energy carelessly and start treating it like the crown on your head, untouchable, sacred, and priceless. Every person you meet carries energy. Some bring warmth, encouragement, and light, while others bring confusion, tension, and heaviness. The question is, who do you allow into your space? Your energy is like a garden, and what you let grow will either nourish your soul or poison it. If you allow seeds of love, gratitude, and growth, your spirit flourishes. But if you allow weeds of comparison, gossip, and negativity, they will slowly choke your joy. You must choose carefully what you plant and what you water. Pay attention to your conversations. Do they leave you hopeful or hopeless? Do they build you up or tear you down? Every interaction is an exchange of energy, and not all exchanges are worth the cost. Protecting your energy means becoming intentional about where you spend your presence. Remember, your presence is powerful, and your presence is expensive. Many people mistake exhaustion for productivity. They believe being busy equals being purposeful. But the truth is, doing more does not always mean living more. You are not tired because you are working too hard. You are tired because you are working on things that do not align with who you are. There is no honor in saying yes to everything if it means saying no to yourself. There is no reward for betraying your peace just to keep others comfortable. You must stop confusing movement with progress. True progress comes from direction, not distraction. Imagine pouring your energy into fewer things, but with deeper intention. That is how you build a life that feels strong and grounded. It is not about adding more to your plate. It is about removing what doesn't belong there in the first place. Protecting your energy will challenge you to confront uncomfortable truths. Some people you love may not be good for your spirit. Some opportunities that look appealing may secretly drain your strength. And some habits that feel familiar may actually be keeping you stuck. It is hard to let go of what you've grown used to, even when it harms you. But ask yourself, is comfort worth your peace? Is familiarity worth your growth? The hardest decision you will ever make is choosing yourself, not just when you're at the breaking point, but as a daily lifestyle. Choosing yourself means valuing your well, being over temporary approval. It means walking away from what feels heavy, even when you don't have all the answers yet. It is not selfishness, it is survival. Because without your energy, you cannot show up fully in any part of life. The moment you decide to protect your energy, everything around you begins to shift. You stop explaining yourself to people who misunderstand you. You stop forcing relationships that no longer flow. You stop chasing opportunities that are not aligned with your purpose. Instead, you begin to attract the right people, the right paths, and the right timing. Alignment is magnetic. When you are at peace, your life naturally organizes itself in your favor. But you must trust yourself enough to let go of what drains you. Your intuition is your greatest guide. It knows when something is not right. Listen to it. Protecting your energy is not about building walls. It is about creating clarity. And with clarity, you no longer waste time on what doesn't matter. You invest in what truly does. Notice how your body reacts around certain people or in certain environments. Do you feel light, inspired, and open? Or do you feel tight, anxious, and small? Your body is a compass, and it speaks through energy. Too often, we silence it to avoid discomfort or conflict. But ignoring your truth only creates deeper exhaustion. Protecting your energy means honoring what your body already knows. If someone consistently drains you, that is your sign. If a space makes you shrink, that is your answer. The more you respect these signals, the freer you become. No one else will set boundaries for you. That responsibility belongs to you alone. And while it may feel difficult at first, it is the key to creating a life filled with balance, clarity, and strength. Because your energy is not just fuel for the day, it is the foundation for your future. The world often teaches you to give endlessly. Give your time, give your attention, give your heart. And while generosity is beautiful, it becomes destructive when it costs you your peace. You are not meant to empty yourself for those who refuse to fill themselves. You are not a bottomless well of energy for others to draw from whenever they wish. Every time you overextend, every time you compromise your spirit just to avoid disappointing someone else, you betray yourself. And betrayal from within is far more damaging than betrayal from others. Protecting your energy requires courage to say, no, not out of bitterness, but out of love for yourself. Because every no to what drains you is really a yes to your peace, your growth, and your future. Think about the moments when you felt most alive, most inspired, and most at peace. Were they filled with endless busyness? Or were they grounded in stillness, clarity, and alignment? True fulfillment comes from living in harmony with your values, not from trying to meet the endless demands of others. Protecting your energy means making choices that match your spirit. It means saying yes to what uplifts you and no to what exhausts you. Some will not understand. They may call you distant, selfish, or cold. Let them. Their opinions do not define your truth. You are not here to please everyone. You are here to live with purpose. And purpose cannot survive in chaos. Protecting your energy is not about closing yourself off. It is about opening yourself fully to what is meant for you. Every environment you step into has a vibration. Some places nurture you, others drain you. Have you noticed how certain rooms feel heavy even before a single word is spoken? Energy lingers, and if you're not careful, it clings to you. Protecting your energy means being mindful of the spaces you enter. You do not need to be everywhere. You do not need to accept every invitation. The more selective you become, the more powerful your presence feels. Remember, your energy is not unlimited. Just like your phone battery, it must be recharged, restored, and respected. Stop handing it over to situations that leave you empty. Choose to spend it where it multiplies, not where it disappears. When you walk into places that honor your light, you don't just exist, you expand. There is a silent strength in protecting your energy. You don't need to announce your boundaries or defend your decisions to everyone. Quietly, without apology, you can begin to withdraw from what drains you and lean into what fuels you. Some people thrive on keeping you distracted, drained, and doubtful because it makes them feel comfortable in their chaos. Do not fall into their trap. You were not born to be an anchor for the broken who refuse to heal. You were born to be a force, to shine with clarity and intention. Protecting your energy is not about isolation, it is about elevation. You cannot rise while carrying the weight of everyone else's storms. Let go of what is not yours to hold, and you will finally feel the lightness of living aligned with your true self. Here's the truth. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into the next chapter of your life. Just because someone has history with you does not mean they deserve a future with you. Just because they are family does not mean they are healthy. Just because they are close does not mean they are kind. Energy doesn't lie. And if someone repeatedly drains, confuses, or diminishes you, it is your responsibility to protect yourself. This doesn't require anger or resentment. It requires love for yourself. The strongest move you can make is to walk away from anything that costs you your peace. And understand this peace is not passive. Peace is powerful. It is a declaration that says, I refuse to sacrifice my soul for anyone. When you choose peace, you choose freedom. Protecting your energy will often require letting go of people, of habits, of roles you've outgrown. And while letting go is painful, it is also powerful. You cannot step into your future while clinging tightly to what belongs in your past. Think of it this way. You are carrying a backpack filled with stones. Each stone represents a toxic relationship, a draining obligation, or a limiting belief. The heavier the load, the slower your progress. But the moment you begin to release those stones, step by step you feel lighter, your pace quickens, your vision clears. This is what protecting your energy does. It removes what weighs you down so you can finally move freely. Growth always demands release. Do not fear what you lose. Focus on what you gain. Peace, clarity, and the strength to rise higher. When you protect your energy, you reclaim your time. Time is life's most precious resource, yet so much of it is lost on meaningless distractions. Endless scrolling, gossip-filled conversations, and battles that were never yours to fight. Ask yourself how much of your time is spent on things that truly matter. Protecting your energy is also about protecting your focus. It is learning to say no, not just to people, but to habits and temptations that steal your attention. Every moment you invest should be a seed that grows your future. Guard it fiercely, because wasted energy creates regret, but focused energy creates transformation. Every choice either drains or directs you. And the future you desire depends on the discipline of your present. There is no trophy for being available to everyone but yourself. There is no award for showing up for people who never show up for you. And there is no honor in betraying your peace just to make someone else comfortable. The world may celebrate self-sacrifice, but what good is it to gain everyone's approval if you lose yourself in the process? Protecting your energy means honoring your worth. It is a reminder that your needs matter, your voice matters, and your well-being matters. When you finally stop giving discounts on access to yourself, you start to attract people who value you at your full worth. Those who truly love and respect you will never ask you to shrink or dim your light. They will celebrate your boundaries, honor your presence, and add to your energy instead of draining it. Every time you choose to protect your energy, you are rewriting your story. You are declaring that you will no longer live in survival mode, constantly exhausted and stretched thin. Instead, you will live with intention. This shift does not happen overnight. It begins with small, consistent choices. Choosing rest instead of overcommitment. Choosing silence instead of unnecessary arguments. Choosing peace instead of drama. And with every choice, you strengthen the muscle of self-respect. Over time, you will notice how much lighter you feel, how much clearer your mind becomes, and how much more space you have for joy. Protecting your energy is not just about avoiding what drains you. It is about creating room for what fulfills you. This is how you begin to live in alignment with your soul. There will be moments when protecting your energy feels lonely. You may lose connections, invitations, or even relationships. But remember, emptiness creates space. And that space is where new blessings, healthier connections, and true alignment can enter. The silence you fear is actually the soil where your growth takes root. Do not rush to fill the gaps with noise or chaos just because you are uncomfortable with stillness. Protecting your energy requires patience, trusting that what is meant for you will always find you. In the meantime, use the silence to recharge, to reconnect, and to rebuild. The more you honor energy, the more magnetic you become. And in that stillness, you will realize something powerful. You were never meant to chase what is yours. When you protect your energy, you naturally attract it. Energy is the language of truth. It never lies, even when words do. You can sense when someone's presence uplifts you, and you can sense when it drains you. Trust that. Too often, we silence our intuition because we don't want to face what it's telling us. But ignoring the signs doesn't protect you. It only delays your healing. Protecting your energy is about honoring that inner knowing. If you consistently feel small around someone, they are not your people. If you consistently feel heavy in a space, it is not your space. Life becomes clearer when you stop forcing yourself into places you no longer belong. You owe no one unlimited access to your spirit. Your worth is not determined by your availability, but by your alignment. Protect your energy, and you protect your truth. The way you spend your energy is the way you shape your destiny. Every choice is an investment. Every yes and every no is a seed planted into your future. Are you planting seeds of peace, growth, and gratitude? Or are you watering weeds of drama, comparison, and distraction? Protecting your energy means being intentional about these choices. You no longer waste time proving your worth to those committed to misunderstanding you. You no longer exhaust yourself chasing validation from people who cannot even validate themselves. Instead, you turn inward. You focus on your healing, your joy, your growth. And the more you do this, the more you realize your energy was never meant to be spent recklessly. It was always meant to be invested wisely in the places and people that multiply it. Protecting your energy is also about protecting your mental space. The endless scrolling, the constant comparison, the noise of trying to be seen by people who don't even see themselves. All of it eats away at your peace. You must learn to disconnect in order to reconnect. Put the phone down, step outside, breathe deeply. Remind yourself that the world will not collapse if you are not online for a while. What matters is not how the world perceives you, but how aligned you feel within yourself. When you protect your energy from digital noise, you begin to hear your own thoughts more clearly. You remember what truly matters, your peace, your joy, your soul. And in that quiet clarity, you realize you were never here to be drained. You were here to be divine. There is power in simplicity. When you stop scattering your energy in 1,000 directions, you gain the focus to pour deeply into what matters most. Protecting your energy teaches you that you don't need to do more. You need to do less, but with greater purpose. Every no becomes a gift of time. Every boundary becomes an act of love. And every choice to protect your energy becomes a declaration that says, I choose me. You will be misunderstood. Some will call you selfish. Others may pull away. But do not let their discomfort pull you back into chaos. You are not here to dim your light for anyone. You are here to shine, to rise, and to live in full alignment with your purpose. Protecting your energy is how you unlock that power. Your energy is the crown on your head, untouchable, sacred, priceless. From this day forward, promise yourself, I will no longer entertain what disturbs my soul. I will no longer water one-sided relationships. I will no longer explain my worth to those committed to misunderstanding me. I will protect my energy like the rare treasure it is. Because peace is power, clarity is strength, and alignment is freedom. When you protect your energy, you don't just survive, you thrive. You attract everything meant for you because alignment is magnetic. The truth is simple, your energy is expensive, and you must spend it wisely. If this message inspired you, give this video a like and visit our channel for more powerful, uplifting content designed to fuel your spirit and protect your peace.